Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Please be joined by Ryan Buback of Hartland Football. How's it going, buddy?
Pretty good, Casey. How about you?
Doing well. Just talk to me about how these past few months have kind of gone for you. I know the season got cut short for you because of an injury. Did they put you back together?
Yeah, so it's kind of been a long road. It's been a grind, not just for me, but for the whole team. But it's been interesting for sure. Yeah.
So coming into this year, just coming off a major injury that you had, um, how was the recovery process and all that, and kind of getting through all that?
Yeah, like I said, it was definitely a grind for sure. But the only way we can really go from here is up. So we just gotta keep pushing forward and keep grinding.
Yeah. So, um, I think for you, what were some of the things that you are particularly working on this off season?
Definitely my speed. Speed's a huge thing. Speed kills. My get offs on the defensive line. My hands, footwork, all that good stuff. So.
So, for you, I know that, kind of unlike last year where not a lot of guys returned, this year you have quite a bit. I mean, your entire position group is back. Uh,
Mhm.
Not many teams have the luxury of that. So, what's that like to have the entire defensive line back?
Yeah, I mean it's a really great feeling. I've been playing with these guys since we were really little. We got the whole chemistry down and we're brothers. So
Yeah. What is it like just to, kind of get to know each other, and what have you guys kind of done to kind of make sure some of the things that happened, last year? I know last year was not, and last year had some ups, but definitely a lot of downs. But um, not the best season for you guys. But what are you guys trying to do to make some of those things that happened last year not happen again?
I mean the biggest thing is just team chemistry, like do stuff together all the time. So it's that bond, and when you have that bond, it's unbreakable. And when you have that chemistry, it goes a long way.
Yeah. So really kind of coming into, this year, what what are what are some of the things that you kind of are working on, and just for your own, because everyone's got, obviously there's team goals, but there's obviously goals that every single person has to get better at their position to get to be part of that little small piece that gets you to all the way to where you want to go. So what have you kind of worked on there?
Well, it's just try to work on like a lot of like complementary football. So like each position like complements each other. I know that's like a lot of coaches say that all the time, but it's a
Yeah.
huge thing in our program. So just complementing off each other.
All right. Um, from you're entering in. I know you're currently a junior right now at time of recording, but in a few more months you'll be a senior, and obviously we'll check in with you and obviously throughout your teammates throughout the season. What are some of the things that heading into your senior year that you want to accomplish and kind of leave your mark?
Yeah, well, the big thing is just getting everybody together. That's like the number one thing that I want to happen. And another thing is like step up and like take charge and lead by example. Get everybody on board on what we want to do and have that winner's mentality.
Okay, so um let's talk about this. What is I know that this non-football related, well, it is kind of football related, but I know this it's been a pretty good off season for you. You got to do a lot of cool things, including did you get to go to this thing called the Rose Bowl?
That's right. Yeah.
How was that?
It's it was amazing. You know, there's just crazy amount of people. You know, California is beautiful, and I got to see my boys in blue go take it home. So
Did you see your head coach there? Because
I
apparently he was there too.
yeah, he was actually on the other side of where I was at, so I didn't really get to see him too much. But there was just a ton of people there. So completely crazy.
Yeah, my mom and her friends were there too. So, um, yeah, what was it like to see, to see that? Have you ever been to a Rose Bowl before?
I've never been to a Rose Bowl, but I could tell you this: it's like the craziest college atmosphere I've ever been to. It's just everything there is beautiful. It's all that maize and blue. Even though I was in the crimson part, but
Yeah,
I've just loved seeing everybody there supporting Michigan. So
absolutely. Yeah, it's fun stuff. And then we'll obviously check in with you, before the season starts. But when August rolls around, what do you feel like you want to accomplish in these next few months, and just with this summer?
um I mean, just getting everything down, like what we're supposed to be doing, and like we need to get all of our individual goals down to accomplish that big team goal. So, and that team goal is the win. So we need to get everything down in order to do that.
For sure. All right. Ryan, thanks so much for the time as always, and we will talk to you soon.
Sounds good.